What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good, everybody? Double duty. They told a player they didn't need him today, and I had the option to go home. So I went home. I went home. And I said, you know what? I might as well talk to the people and get some more content. I had a conversation with someone I would like to consider a friend, Nurse Roxy. And we were talking about some of the current events going on within the culture, YouTube, and things of that sort. And the hottest thing that's been talked about is obviously the guy, the 7 kids, 7 baby mamas. The hottest thing that's been talked about. So I had to check my audio, yo. That's been the hottest thing that's been talked about. And I think we are in a situation right now where people are being very fake. People are being very disingenuous. People are not being honest with themselves. The fact that so many people are in shock. What's good? Lantonio Burke, what's the deal? The fact that people are in shock about this guy having 7 kids and baby mamas. This is the most fake outrage behavior I've ever seen in my life. If you've grown up in any hood in America, you will know that that is commonplace. That is a common thing to see a man with multiple children who do not care about them. You will likely see a woman, and now this example, it's just not that, it just doesn't pertain to the hood per se, but that's where I come from. I come from the hood, and my environment that I grew up in, it was common to see a man with multiple children by multiple different women. In my environment, it was common to see a woman with children by multiple different men. So it wasn't uncommon. And he has been the hottest thing. The guy, I don't know his name, but he has been the hottest thing on the internet for the last week or two, since that video he made has gone viral. And dude is hustling and getting his money. Now, a lot of people are asking, is this fake? Is this a troll? I think that's a good question. I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it was fake or, like if he was trolling or if he's telling the truth. But I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt and say that my man's is being honest. Hey. So that means I got to watch my mouth. She say my family watching. I mean, I got to watch my mouth. I'm going to try my best to watch the language. But I'm not a player hater. I'm not hating on the guy at all. But I want the men like myself to pay attention. Because this guy, let's just say he is telling the truth. Clout is a heck of a drug. But let's just say he is being real. It's a lot of things that I want the men in my shoes to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what's out here. Whether it's fake or not, this is a representation of what is really out here. And a lot of people think that, I'm anti-kids and, all that. I'm not. I'm really not. And the reason I don't want children may not be what you think it might be for, but I will tell you this. I am unapologetically selfish. And for a long time, I used to think that was a bad thing. And what made me understand that I was wrong in the way I perceived selfishness was getting into nursing. I'm gonna be real. That's what made me like understand that no, being selfish is not a bad thing. Because in this game, in nursing, you have to be selfless all the time. You have to be selfless all the time. Now, where are you going with this, CJ? Where are you going with this? Let me cook a little bit. I'm gonna get there. Let me cook. Now, I want to bring up a clip for y'all. Because I want you to understand that everything on this internet is truly not what it seems. And there are so many times I've thought about going full jumping out the window, quote unquote, maybe doing more things because I know that would attract more viewers and maybe covering more topics that I really didn't care about because it may attract more viewers. I thought about going that route, but I just said that's just not me. And I wouldn't even be able to give it a good shake because I just don't care about it. Now, I want to show y'all this clip. I'm trying to pull it up real quick. It was a clip that I saw from our favorite doctor, Professor or Dr. Umar Johnson. And the second half of this show will be, it's going to be about his school and, the vandalism and all that kind of stuff. But I want to show y'all this clip of what he said. And I want y'all to tell me if this makes any sense to y'all. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me put it up. I want y'all to tell me if this makes any sense to y'all. Now, mind you, we have the guy with the 7 kids and the 7 baby mamas. We have that. Okay. Now I want you to listen to this. I'm going to pause the music. And I want y'all to take a good listen to this. Because it's very important in a grand scheme of things. It's very important in the grand scheme of things. I want y'all to pay attention. Okay. Check this out. Check this out.
Raising these black boys on their own with all these black men running around. If the father's not there, one of us is supposed to be stepping up to be accountable for that young man without expecting anything from his mother. The reason we got black on black crime, the reason we got gangster rap, the reason we got teenage pregnancy is black men have no interest in fathering or being a father figure to children they did not biologically produce. Pathological selfishness is one of the greatest collective sins of Black America. There's no reason why we got all these single black mothers raising these black boys on their own with all these black men running around. If the father's not there, one of us is supposed to be stepping up to be accountable for that young man without expecting anything from his mother. The reason we got black on black crime, the reason we got gangster rap, the reason we got teenage pregnancy is black men have no interest in fathering or being a father figure to children they did not biologically produce. Pathological selfishness is one of the greatest collective sins of Black America.
Now let's break this down. Let's break this down. I wanted y'all to hear it all the way through, which is why I played it twice. Now I want to break this down line by line as what he's saying, to what he's saying.
There's no reason why we got all these single Black mothers raising these Black boys on their own with all these Black men running around.
Okay, let's stop that right there. He said there's no reason that we have all these single Black mothers with all these Black men walking around. There is a reason, sir. It's because some of these single mothers decided to let the wrong dude father their children. That's a reason. There's a reason. It's definitely a reason. And a lot of times it goes from, I'm going to change him. Once he has the baby, he'll change his mind. Do you know how many women I've heard say that? And not just Black women, but since he's talking about Black people, I'm going to keep it at that. Do you know how many Black women I've heard say that? Oh, once the baby come, he'll change. Girl, it was just a good night. And clearly this isn't all Black women. We know that. He'll change her. He was it was a one night stand, or he was attractive, he was cute, whatever the case may be. So there's a reason for this. Okay. There's definitely a reason. Now, mind you, me, the guys like me, you know what I'm saying? We here, we hard working. We ain't spreading our seed everywhere. It ain't one woman out here that has been made a single mother because of me and the guys that are similar to me. So I just want you all to keep that in mind, okay? I have not gone out, or any other guy that's like me, we have not gone out and made anybody a single mother. We haven't done that. We've minded our own business. We've protected our seed. We were very intentional with the things that we've done, with the women that we partake with in our life. Okay? So nobody's out here, because it's a lot of us. And that's why he's so upset, because there are a lot of us men with no children, with good careers, that are law-abiding citizens doing what we are supposed to do. Okay? But let's break down the next line. Let's break down the next line.
If the father's not there, one of us is supposed to be stepping up to be accountable for that young man without expecting anything from his mother.
Who? Who? What type of... I know we in a world now where people can just do what they want to do, say what they want to say, be what they want to be. But in any sense of anything that is right, how does this make any literal sense? The man literally said that if the father ain't there, it is up to other Black men that had nothing to do with the fathering of the children to step up and take accountability for another man's child with nothing in return from the woman. If this is not pandering, I don't know what is. It's even women that's calling this BS out. And I like Dr. Umar. Got a lot of respect for him. But this man is wrong on this one. He's wrong. He opened his mouth to say that if the father's not there, not giving any smoke to the father, the 7 kids baby mama guy, I haven't heard Dr. Umar make one point about him. And I don't got a problem with the 7 kids, 7 baby mamas. Just don't look at us to clean up his mess. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I'm not saying anything else. I'm not hating. He could do whatever he want to do. Let adults do what they do. You can't tell grown folks what to do. But do not charge me with his mistakes. Do not charge other people. Do not charge other black men with his mistakes. That is why so many black men, well-to-do black men, are leaving the community. They're leaving. They want nothing to do with it. Because for doing the right thing, for trying to make steps to better themselves and better the people around him, you get demonized for not wanting to participate in the nonsense. That is why black men are leaving. Well-to-do black men are leaving the community altogether because of stuff like this. Because of stuff like this. That's crazy. That is crazy. But let's continue.
The reason we got black on black crime, the reason we got gangster rap, the reason we got teenage pregnancy is black men have no interest in fathering or being a father figure to children they did not biologically produce.
Not only is the black community in shambles, the reason we got gangster rap, the reason we got crime, the reason we got all that stuff is because of other black men who chose to get an education or who chose to take up a trade, who doesn't have any children, who don't want to be in an environment of poverty per se, who wants a woman who's childless so he can possibly start his own family. It is your fault for everything that is wrong with the black community. It's your fault. How does that make any type of sense whatsoever? How does that make sense? Can anybody explain to me, whether you're watching on a playback, whether you're watching live and in person, can anybody explain to me how that makes any sense? Dr. Umar has lost his mind. He's lost his mind. He's lost it. You want me to take care of some... Listen, I'm not saying that being a stepdad is wrong. But telling somebody with no children that they are obligated to do so, or if you don't do so, then you're the problem, that's foul. That is absolute madness, man. That's crazy. Because whether you like it or not, that's an automatic liability. I'm sorry, but it is. It is. It is. In a lot of cases and in a lot of situations. But let's see let's keep going.
Pathological selfishness is one of the greatest collective sins of Black America.
There's one of the greatest sins. So because you got your stuff together, that is a sin. One of the greatest sins of Black America, black man, is you having your ish together. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? So, to my next thing, I want to present this. Because I want you to remember that you having your stuff together is a sin to the black community, and you not wanting to deal with the nonsense is a sin to the black community. You not wanting to take on another man's child is a sin to the black community. I want you to pay attention to this.
2 baby mothers that work from like wives, so it's just crazy. So it's like
the men to marry them before they even try to even bear a child. which it should be like that.
Mhm.
I really think they prefer women to, you know what I'm saying, kind of take in consideration the type of dudes that you might meet, because you might meet me. And if I don't want you like that, and I don't like you like that, and I accidentally get you pregnant, I don't want a kid with you. So I think women should be more conscious about which man they sleeping with, and hold some type of moral standards.
Mhm.
At least.
No smoke. And listen, he ain't gonna get no smoke from me. I'm not mad at the guy. Because guess what? He's only doing what another consenting adult is allowing him to do. I'm not mad at him whatsoever. It is what it is. I just don't like to talk that the educated black man, the successful black man who chooses to be careful with his seed, chooses not to take care of another man's child, is demonized for not doing so. Where in the hell in any other community do they co-sign this foolery? No other community, no other community. And there are single mothers in all communities. Let's not get it twisted. In all communities. But where on earth do they promote? You have where they want their best and their brightest to go and take on intentionally other men's seed. It does not happen. You will not find it. You won't find it. Now, if you choose to get with a woman and she's thorough, and she got kids, then so be it. But that's your choice. You did that by choice. Not because you feel like you have to, because you obligated to. No, absolutely not. That makes no sense. But let's continue.
At least have a dude commit to you. You know what I'm saying? At least if you don't believe in marriage, at least have dude, you know what I'm saying, buy you a motherfucking house or something. You know what I'm saying? So you can have some type of stability to raise a motherfucking child.
Mhm.
So I really believe we should get back to this to this marry before you carry type shit.
Common. Men in your situation where they don't want to be in the kids' lives, or where women don't let the dad see the kid.
Damn. Because even watching this shit, you can do the best you can do with your children. Raise them however you want to raise them. It's a good chance that they're gonna be raised up in your morals. But it's a point in their life that they might stray from that shit. So parents that see they children being things that they didn't teach them to be, don't take that shit to heart, because they have to live their own life and they have their own path.
The idea that in contact with me, all of these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied, because I don't really know why you're trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. Jesus. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with.
True. Portia, you just said earlier that
I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this shit, be like, black man this, black man that, responsible, yeah, not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of the times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take
majority of the time.
But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some
And there you go. There you go. So to the dudes out there, to the men out there that are like me, that are hardworking, that want to protect their seed, that want to start their own families. It is okay to be unapologetically selfish, because there comes a time to where you will have to put yourself first. Because if you don't put yourself first, there's no way possible you can take care of other people around you. It's no way possible you can take care of other people around you. It won't happen, because you constantly trying to be on some self-righteous save everybody when you just simply can't. Now, however you choose to go help people, however you choose to help the community, that's up to you. But I want you to understand that you don't have to feel bad for wanting to look out for your own best interests. And I don't know why that's such a bad thing to say, especially as nurses. When you are in a position where you have to be, it's a part of your job to be selfless all the time. You need to take some time to be selfless. The baby daddies who don't care about their own kids is selfless, but they want you to throw the cape on and save everybody else and their kids. But it'll be the same dudes that you call corny, like Michael B. Jordan, who's one of the most successful men in Hollywood, but you'll call him corny. But it'll be the same guy that you want to save the community, clean up somebody else's mess that they didn't help make. Now, how much sense does that make on any level? It doesn't. It doesn't make any. It makes no sense on any level, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why I am with it. This man, whoever he is, with him getting the spotlight, because what's happening is he's getting attention for being reckless, whether it's a troll or not. But people are influenced by people who make statements like this when they are given the spotlight. So essentially what he's done is created more supervillains. And they're going to say that, wow, I don't want to take care of no kids either. I don't want to take care of no kids either. You know what? I think not. I think not. I'm just going to get these women pregnant, but I'm not going to take care of them, because I seen this guy do it and he's getting clout from it. He's getting interviews from it. He's going on a podcast tour from it. I even heard he has a condom brand deal now for being reckless. So that is why, and I'm not, shout out to the brother, get your money. I don't want it to ever come off like I'm hating, but I do represent for a group of people like myself. And I want to let them know, and I want to assure them that it is nothing wrong with being unapologetically selfish and looking out for yourself. You are not a detriment to the community. You are not responsible for rap music. You are not responsible for the mistakes that had nothing to do with you, and you are not obligated to take care of children that are not yours. This is crazy. This is absolutely insanity. Like, it's slow. Like, this is very slow. You dig what I'm saying? I think being selfish is a good thing. I think you should be selfish. I think you should be selfish, young man and young woman. You have to be. Because if you don't put yourself first, who is going to take care of you? See, a lot of us can become selfless to our own detriment because people will take advantage of that. A lot of people will take advantage of it and try to use it against you. No, that's done. That's over with. Once you get you right and you are selfish and you get you right, do what you're supposed to do, then if you choose to pour into other people, then do so. But if not, then that's your business too. But as long as you ain't hurting nobody, as long as you ain't breaking no laws, as long as you're not doing anything that will cause hurt or harm to anybody else, then I say do you. And that's that. I say do you and do not worry about it. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for this evening. My name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse. Checking in once again. Hit the subscribe button, like button, notification bell so you don't miss any of the content. Until next time, I bid you adieu. Peace.